What the hell are Donald Trump and Elon Musk up to? There is something seriously shady going on. Last week, I reported to you about how the DOGE department is a complete and total fraud. It's a scam. The executive order creating DOGE doesn't say anything about saving money or cutting the budget. Nothing. It's a fraud. And the media is not asking any questions about this. Actually, let's go inside. I need to get to the computer and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let's begin with this. We already knew that Elon Musk spent a boatload of money to get Donald Trump elected. But now we're getting the actual number, exactly how much he did spend. And the number is staggering. $290 million to get Donald Trump elected. Check this out. This has just come out in the last couple days. Elon Musk spent more than $290 million on the 2024 election, according to FEC filings. Now, I know he's the world's richest man, supposedly, but that still is a lot of money to spend to get Donald Trump elected. So why? Why would he do that? What did he expect to get in return for that investment? Especially when you consider that Musk has not been a Trump supporter all along. He only very recently started supporting Donald Trump. He supported and endorsed Barack Obama twice. He endorsed Hillary Clinton in 2016. He endorsed Joe Biden in 2020. When did he start supporting Trump? Well, let's go to this article here. This is from March 18th, 2024, less than a year ago. Elon Musk says he's leaning away from Biden after Trump meeting. Elon Musk says he's leaning away from President Joe Biden, but doesn't have plans to endorse Donald Trump. Yet. After Musk met with Trump in Palm Beach, Florida in early March, speculation arose that the former president could be courting the tech billionaire, both for his endorsement and for campaign or legal financing. Okay, so here in March, he is just now flirting with endorsing Donald Trump, and he's taking a meeting with Trump. Why would Elon Musk, just upon meeting with this guy, all of a sudden change his political positions? From Obama twice to Hillary Clinton to Joe Biden, now all of a sudden I'm going to support Donald Trump? Did Donald Trump astound him with his brilliance? Of course not. Donald Trump is a blithering idiot. There's no way he meets with Donald Trump and then comes away going, oh my God, this guy's brilliant. I have to support this man for president. No. I think Elon Musk saw in Donald Trump an exceedingly desperate and stupid man who was desperate to stay out of prison and corrupt to the core. And Musk thought to himself, you know what? I can buy this guy. This man is desperate. He needs me. He needs to be reelected. He needs my money. If I just sink a couple $100 million into the election to get this buffoon elected, I will have bought myself a president. And I can control the federal government through my newly purchased puppet. And that's exactly what he did. Now, I want to take you through some of this other stuff here, because none of this makes sense. None of what we have been told about Elon Musk supporting Donald Trump and what his role in the new administration is, none of it makes any sense, as I'm going to explain. The question is, why? What is his end goal? And that question is not being asked by the mainstream media. Surprise, surprise. They don't ask the tough questions. They don't investigate. They just report what they're told. But we're going to dig a little bit deeper. And I'm going to begin with this whole Department of DOGE. Because as far as I know, I am the only person who has even raised this, which I find astounding. Let's go to Donald Trump's executive order creating this Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, because it doesn't do what we are told that it does. We are told that DOGE is this brand new department that Donald Trump created, that Elon Musk is going to head, and the purpose of DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, is to find savings in the federal government. Find ways to streamline and make efficient the federal government so that we can save money. Redundancies, waste and fraud, and things that we can cut out of the budget to save money. That's what we're told that the purpose of DOGE is. But that's not what the executive order creating DOGE says. So let's take a look at that here. Reported on this last week. So let's read this again. Here's what it's called. Establishing and implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency. Executive order dated January 20, 2025. Okay, let's begin with the purpose. What is the purpose of DOGE? This executive order establishes the Department of Government Efficiency to implement the President's DOGE agenda by modernizing federal technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency and productivity. That's the purpose of DOGE. Do you see anything in there talking about finding ways to save money, cutting the federal budget? Do you see anything in there? That's what we're told the Department of Government Efficiency is about, but no. To implement the President's DOGE agenda by modernizing federal technology and software. That's the purpose, to modernize federal technology and software. Okay, let's read just a little bit more here. The DOGE structure. A, reorganization and renaming of the United States Digital Service. The United States Digital Service is hereby publicly renamed as the United States DOGE Service and shall be established in the Executive Office of the President. So this isn't even a new department of government, as we have been told. They are simply renaming an existing department. Has anybody told you that? Has anybody reported on that? It's right there in black and white. They tell us that Donald Trump is issuing all these executive orders, but they never report on the actual language of these executive orders. So there's no new department. He's just renaming this United States Digital Service. United States Digital Service. And the purpose is to modernize technology and software. Let's read just a little bit more here. Here's section 4. Modernizing federal technology and software to maximize efficiency and productivity. The USDS administrator, Musk, apparently, shall commence a software modernization initiative to improve the quality and efficiency of government-wide software, network infrastructure, and information technology systems. Among other things, the USDS administrator shall work with agency heads to promote interoperability between agency networks and systems, ensure data integrity, and facilitate responsible data collection and synchronization. The important thing here is this first sentence. The USDS administrator, i.e. Elon Musk, shall commence a software modernization initiative to improve the quality and efficiency of government-wide software, network infrastructure, and information technology. There's nothing in here about cutting money out of the budget, finding ways to save money. This is all about giving Elon Musk access to our government computer systems and software and all the information contained therein. That is what the Department of DOGE does. This whole thing about cutting government spending, that is just the smokescreen. That's the PR. That's the lie. That's what they're pretending this is about. What it's really about is giving him access to government-wide software, network infrastructure, and information technology systems. That, my friends, is what Donald Trump has done with this Department of DOGE. And what has Elon Musk done with his newfound powers now by executive order? To have access to all our information systems, all of our computer infrastructure inside the federal government, in every department of government, said government-wide. That means Elon Musk now has access to government and information systems throughout the entire federal government. And what's he doing with it? Here's the Wall Street Journal. Musk moves with lightning speed to exert control over the government. Is that what they told us DOGE is about? They tell us DOGE is to cut spending and save money. That's what they tell us it's about. To make the government more efficient. And what is happening in reality? Elon Musk is moving with lightning speed to exert control over the government. You know, these Trump cultists tell us about the deep state. That the deep state is a bunch of unelected bureaucrats who have all this power inside the federal government. And Donald Trump was elected to destroy the deep state. Does it get any more deep state than the world's richest man who was elected to nothing, now having power, exerting control over the federal government, and has been given power by executive order from the president to access every single government computer system and all the information contained in there under the guise of making it more efficient, under the guise of a software efficiency review? There is something much, much more sinister going on here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but there is an agreement between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. This is why Elon Musk invested $290 million to buy himself a president. To get this, to save this desperate criminal from spending the rest of his life in prison. Donald Trump promised him whatever he wanted. What did he want? Why did he spend $290 million? What does he expect to get in return? Well, I think we're beginning to find out. First of all, now he has control of the government. He has access to all the government's information and computer systems. What he intends to do with it? I don't know. Let's take a look at this. This is reporting from the New York Times. When was this? 2 days ago. Here we go. Elon Musk's team has gotten access to the Treasury Department's payment systems. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, let me read some of this here, gave representatives of the so-called DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, full access to the federal payment system late on Friday. I'm sure you all have heard about this. According to 3 people familiar with the change, and blah, 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 the new authority follows a standoff this week with top Treasury official who resisted allowing Mr. Musk's lieutenants into the department's payment system, which sends out money on behalf of the entire federal government. The official, a career civil servant named David Lebrick, was put on leave and then suddenly retired on Friday after the dispute. So this guy knew this is wrong, wanted to block Elon Musk from having access to this payment system. And Donald Trump's new Treasury Secretary gets rid of this guy and gives Elon Musk full access. Let's read a little more. The system could give the Trump administration another mechanism to attempt to unilaterally restrict disbursement of money approved for specific purposes by Congress, a push that has faced legal roadblocks. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. I've explained this. First of all, the executive order gives Elon Musk no authority, at least not in this executive order, to cut anything from the budget. or to withhold payments. And it is absolutely 100% illegal and unconstitutional for Elon Musk, even if the president tried to give him authority, or the president himself, to cut any money from the budget. Only Congress can do that. And you know that last week, Trump attempted to cut off funds to various programs, including Medicaid. Now, that wasn't actually cutting any money from the budget. That was withholding payment of money that had already been appropriated by Congress. That is called impoundment, and that is illegal. Number one, it's prohibited by the Constitution, and number two, there's a specific statute that prohibits it. So it's not only unconstitutional, but it's illegal as a matter of statutory law. So let's just correct that. Okay, let's continue here a little bit. Musk, who has been given wide latitude by President Trump to find ways to slash government spending, has recently fixated on Treasury's payment processes, criticizing the department in a social media post for not rejecting more payments as fraudulent or improper. The Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is not a government department, but a team within the administration. Okay, that's just factually wrong. It now is a government department. I read you the executive order. It took an existing department and renamed it DOGE. So it actually exists by executive order. He didn't create a new program. That's the thing. I've told you from the beginning. The president has no authority to create a new department of government on his own. Again, that has to be done by Congress. So that's not what he did here. He took an existing agency and renamed it. And he took the agency that had access to computer systems. That's the one he gave control to Elon Musk over. Nothing to do with the budget, nothing to do with cut spending, gives him access to government-wide computer systems. Okay, let's read a little more here. Mr. Besant granted access to the payment system to a handful of staff members affiliated with DOGE, including Tom Krause, the chief executive of a Silicon Valley company, Cloud Software Group, according to one of the people familiar with the change. Access to the system has historically been closely held because it includes sensitive personal information about the millions of Americans who receive Social Security checks, tax refunds, and other payments from the federal government. So not only does Elon Musk have access to computer systems, Elon Musk and this new Treasury Secretary are giving access to our computer systems to other tech bro billionaires. I never even heard of this guy. Tom Krause, chief executive of a Silicon Valley company, Cloud Software Group. Another unelected bureaucrat. You ever heard of this guy? You vote for this guy? Did the Senate confirm this guy? No. Yet, the Treasury Secretary granted access to the payment system, to the United States payment system, to this guy and others. There is something very, very bad going on. Let me read just a little bit more here. Good Lord. Where are we here? Mr. Lebrick, the career Treasury official who retired on Friday, had resisted requests from members of Trump's transition team for access to the data last month. After Mr. Trump took office, the White House indicated that he should be removed from the job. And according to a person familiar with the matter, Mr. Besant, the Treasury Secretary, suggested putting him on leave. So this guy was trying to stand in the way of these cronies, Elon Musk and his cronies, from getting access to these sensitive systems and payment systems and government information and computer networks. Democrats raised alarm this week that the Trump administration and Mr. Besant, who was just confirmed by the Senate this week, we're compromising the federal government's payment system. Ah, you think? To put it bluntly, these payment systems simply cannot fail, and any politically motivated meddling in them risks severe damage to our country and the economy. Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon, a top Democrat, wrote in a letter. I can think of no good reason why political operators who have demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law would need access to these sensitive, mission-critical systems. So let's read this part again here. To put it bluntly, these payment systems simply cannot fail, and any politically motivated meddling in them risks severe damage to our country and the economy. So now Elon Musk and his cronies, we don't even know who the hell they all are. We know this Tom Kraus guy, but we don't know these others. These people who were elected to nothing, appointed to nothing, confirmed by the Senate to nothing, now have access to mission-critical systems that any politically motivated meddling in them risks severe damage to our country and the economy. So Musk and his cronies now have the ability to do significant damage to our country and the economy simply by meddling with these systems. Our economy now can be affected with this guy effing around with our systems. He has the power now to completely cut off payments. Elon Musk can shut down payments to any program through the federal government. He has access to all of it. He could shut it down like that. You don't have to go through Treasury. Nothing. You don't have to go through Congress. They're cut out of all of this now. They have made it clear they are nothing but a rubber stamp for Donald Trump. They will not stand in the way of anything he wants to do. So now Donald Trump and Elon Musk and his tech billionaire cronies are in position through this executive order and whatever expanded authority Donald Trump gave him with a wink and a nod to do whatever the hell they want. And they have the full access to our federal government-wide computer systems and networks to do it. Unfreaking believable. And here's another. I'll leave you with this. U.S. aid staffers told to stay out of Washington headquarters after Musk said Trump agreed to close it. Staffers of the U.S. Agency for International Development were instructed to stay out of the agency's Washington headquarters on Monday, according to a notice distributed to them after billionaire Elon Musk announced President Donald Trump had agreed with him to shut the agency. Guys, the President of the United States has no authority to shut agencies. That is for Congress. These agencies were created and funded and operated through laws passed by Congress. The President of the United States has no authority to overturn any of that or to close any department. But we are living now in a post-constitutional, post-rule of law America. We elected a criminal who tried to overthrow the government just 4 years ago and rewarded him with a second term. The Supreme Court told him that he is immune from criminal prosecution, essentially. He could do whatever he wants. He is above the law. And Congress has told him, we're not going to do a damn thing to stop you. That's where we are right now. Cutting government departments, so entire government departments now can be closed down because Donald Trump says so? Or Elon Musk wants it? And now Elon Musk has access to everything in the federal government? I don't know. As I said, I don't know what the hell is his ultimate end goal. But here's what I feel pretty confident about. He has an end game in mind. He did this for a reason. This is a man who supported Barack Obama twice, Hillary Clinton in 2016, and Joe Biden in 2020, and didn't come around to supporting Donald Trump until March. It only just started having conversations with Donald Trump in March last year, less than a year ago. And in no time at all, he's all aboard the Trump train and spends $290 million to get Donald Trump elected. He made an agreement with Trump. He saw a desperate man that he could buy. And they have some sort of an agreement for whatever it is that Elon Musk wants out of all of this. I don't know what the hell he wants, but he now has the power to get it. Is this the biggest theft in human history? He now has access to all of our computer systems in the federal government, in every single department, including CIA, defense, all our domestic programs, everything. He has access to all the information held by the federal government. Everything. What would that be worth to an egomaniacal, narcissistic billionaire, the world's richest man, who, if you listen to this guy, seems hell-bent on world domination? I mean, that's what this man sounds like. This is a sick man. I don't know what his end game is, but now he has the power. What would that information be worth? I mean, they could just sell the information. What would the information that we have, that Elon Musk now has access to, what would that be worth to Vladimir Putin? What would that be worth to China? A lot. What would that be worth to the world's richest man, bent on world domination? He just bought himself the President of the United States. And now he has access to all the information, access to all our computer systems in the federal government. What could he do with that? I think it's very clear now that this whole DOGE thing, because they were pushing this DOGE crap before Trump was elected, this is a smokescreen for what Elon Musk is really up to. And where the hell is the friggin' media? I haven't heard anyone in the media raise this question. What the hell is with this DOGE? What is Elon Musk up to? Because what they're telling us DOGE is supposed to be doing is not what this executive order says. Nothing about cutting government. Nothing about saving money. All it's about is giving him access to all our computer systems. That's it. That's what that executive order is about. And nobody has reported it. Not one freaking mainstream media reporter has reported it. And by the way, I will put this link to the executive order creating DOGE in the description below so you can read it yourself. And you'll see there's not a word in there about saving money for the government. It's all about giving Elon Musk complete access under the guise of creating a more efficient computer network or whatever. That's what the executive order is supposedly about. But what it does, in order to give him the ability to streamline and make efficient our computer networking crap, he has access to all of it. That's why he can go into the CIA and access their systems, or anywhere else in the entire government. And no one in the fucking media is asking any questions about it. This could literally be the biggest theft in human history. The theft of all the data held by the United States government and given to one man, a demented lunatic who is the world's richest man with one of the world's biggest egos. And who the hell knows what his end game is, but nobody's asking the freaking question. And by the way, I have no doubt that Elon Musk is going to be cutting things. They're already cutting things illegally and unconstitutionally, but cutting things, pretending that it's about saving money, that's just the smokescreen. That's the cover story. That's what they want you to think Elon Musk is doing. What he's really doing is something else. It's the access to all of our information, all of our computer and software systems. That's what he's really up to. The cutting things, that's what they want you to focus on. They don't want us asking questions about what he's really doing. Why does he need access to all of those systems and information? You don't need access to all that information if you're just looking at ways to trim budgets. So why does he have it? And nobody asks a damn thing about that executive order that says nothing about cutting money, but only giving him access to our computer networks. Why? People need to start waking the hell up and asking the obvious question. And unfortunately, our worthless media is not going to do it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.